Beginanganandrai vai sunentroi wan kalai mai nai mai
Dear Lord, that was beautiful, beautiful. I'm here with Judy Kella. That was so beautiful, Judy. It brings tears to my eyes. It goes deep, deep into me, and I'm so excited to be here with you today, and with your husband Doron, and I'm here with Judy and Doron Kella, and. Judy, you are a totally, totally unique musician, and what you bring through is absolutely incredible. It's all spontaneous, is that right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You never know what you're going to sing.
I'm a whole musician according to the music that coming through my strings by spontaneous channeling.
Absolutely.
So songs that has been that I שירים שהלחנתי, איך אומרים את זה?
Songs that you prepared.
Okay. Song that I prepared that I was recording in the studio. So the melody I remember, I can repeat it, but
yes.
The words never
yes.
the same.
Okay.
So the words are not describe concept or something. It just codes of the heart, like notes, like musical notes. So the melody is I can repeat on it, but the words say something, sort of knowledge that I don't know what it is.
But it is. I mean, you do believe it. You're singing in the Lemurian language, don't you believe that?
I think that I sing Lemurian, but I sing something else.
What do you mean?
Because if I put my mind in by preparation that I'm gonna sing Lemurian,
yes.
So I'm not open in this holy instance to be לארח, איך אומרים לארח?
To host.
Okay. To host other איך אומרים את זה? תכף אני אחזור על זה.
Energies, languages.
כן, אנרגיות תבוניות. איך אומרים על זה?
אנרגיות תבונות, clear languages?
No. בוא נאמר, ישויות מ-other dimension.
Perhaps it's from beings from other dimensions.
Yeah. Yeah,
So if you decide it's going to be Lemurian, then you're limiting yourself.
That's what I'm saying.
So if you were to decide in advance that you're going to sing Lemurian, then you may be blocking something. You're limiting yourself.
Exactly.
It could be a being from another dimension. Okay?
Right.
And that happens with you, doesn't it?
Yeah. And 2 years ago, I was very, very, very busy with Kella Israel, and
Yes.
I was singing with them, and it was kind of one color in my
In your palette.
yeah, one
Yes.
color, and where I've been 2 years ago, my singing was very, very heavy. How can I describe it?
I experienced, we had an amazing evening here.
Yeah.
Yes, heavy was one aspect
Yeah.
of your palette back then.
Yeah.
I would say powerful, I wouldn't say heavy so much.
Okay, so what I experienced that I have to save all the world. Okay? So when I was singing, I pray to God, please let me be a vowel to all these beautiful, beautiful, beautiful notes, and I sacrifice myself to save all the audience that hear
Yes.
through my voice. And what
do
was
you mean
happening?
to save? What do you mean to save?
All right. What I was doing that I was singing, especially here in this in your home.
We haven't recorded very much on. It's one of the films on the channel.
Yeah, I know.
Yes.
I know. So I was totally devoted this
Yes.
evening to be a channel for my brothers and sisters, to save them from their suffer or whatever.
Okay,
and my
yes.
singing was according to this agenda inside of me.
Yes, yes.
I was singing. I was as though I'm suicide.
You were sacrificing.
Yeah.
Yes, you were sacrificing yourself that evening.
Yeah.
For a purpose, for a specific purpose.
And if I'm connecting this talk with us about the Lemurian channel, that those days, 2 years ago, I was thinking that that the Lemurian knowledge should be so popular that I have to tell everybody about it, and to expose as many people as I can to this knowledge, important knowledge.
Yes.
And I was very
Focused.
I was focused, but very, very, I would say, לחוצה.
Stressed, pressured.
Okay. I was stressed to do the mission,
Yes.
and all my heart is, give me your problems, give me everything. I'll make the transmission inside of me, and I'll sing to you back your healing code.
Yes.
But inside me, I felt that I'm sacrificing myself.
You know, I sort of felt it on
What?
that evening. I felt it.
You
what
felt
you're
it?
saying, I felt it
Yeah.
that evening. I felt like the Lemurians were healing me. That's what I felt.
Mm-hmm.
And I believe anybody who looks at that film will get a healing. Will get a healing.
Yeah.
And I understand what you're saying. So today we're not going to do that.
Yeah.
Today you're going to allow yourself to bring through whatever comes.
Yeah.
Isn't that right?
Exactly, and not only from the Lemurian aspects, because I made a contract with them.
Yes.
That I want to be a free spirit.
Yes.
Now, I want to be free spirit. I don't want to be identified with groups or whatever. I want to be a free spirit that sing all the divine notes that are coming through my voice,
Yes.
and spread it all over the world. Because
Absolutely.
if I separate myself only for the Lemurian channel, this is not Judy today.
That's right. That's correct. It makes perfect sense to me. But by the way, you know, you and I are fans of Cryon, okay?
Yeah.
And, well, you know, Cryon says that the Lemurians are actually the
Mm-hmm.
Pleiadians.
Mm-hmm.
So, actually, that there's a big connection there, according to Cryon. Anyway, I can't wait to hear what's going to come through you today. And maybe, Judy, sing us another song, and then tell us how it all began for you.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay. So what I want to sing to you now, to put the guitar here.
Yes.
Okay, what I want to do now, I don't want to call my singing anything, not Lemurian, not whatever.
Yes.
I sing my soul now.
Okay.
And I allow the big creator, the divine goddess, to sing through my voice. Whatever comes, I just feel that so convenient here in your home.
So do I.
And I feel that I don't need to be in, PowerPoint. You know what is PowerPoint in the computer?
Yes.
That I have to put a mask on myself and to say, Eliyahu, I'm a Lemurian singer and whatever, and to make a marketing to me. One of the joy moments that I feel when I talk without controlling my images is that all the sentences that I'm speaking to you now are very powerful to me, and you're like a mirror to me now. You reflect my thoughts, because what I told you before about that I don't want to sing only Lemurian.
Yes.
For me, I said, Judy, wow, it was all inside yourself, and now you coming out from the aron,
The closet.
I'm coming out of the closet and said, excuse me, okay, I'm not only a Lemurian singer.
Nope.
I'm sorry.
That's right.
And
of
what
course.
I'm telling now, I feel very, very released that a big baggage on my shoulders, I give it back to God.
And what I know, Judy, is because you're going to allow yourself to be free, you're going to be blessing us in even a bigger way than just focusing on one aspect of yourself.
Right.
And the codes that you bring through will open us will bless us in a bigger way. So I have no doubt about it. I just know it. So, okay.
Okay. So, on this holy instance, here and now, if I have any tension in my body, because my legs, I have pains now, okay? I don't want to think about it. I want to think only about my good feeling here. So I want to, and if even you, Eliyahu, feels any tension in your body or something is bothering you in your mind, I want to bring codes here that takes all these energies that I suffer or you suffer, whatever, even if it's mental or physical, and just take it. I give it to God through this singing, and I want transmission. I want to feel good. I don't say I want to heal myself. I don't know, because every moment it's a special moment.
Yes.
I just want to feel good. So this is my singing that I send to you, and let's celebrate.
Okay.
Okay? Whatever comes, comes. Que será, será. Tanya Ravikam Tanya Iningen yarab mai utusine Magma
Whoa, okay. And I feel in the silence, it's still vibrating in the room. It's hard to talk because it's still vibrating. Okay, Judy. Who is Judy Kella? I mean, that's an impossible question. Nobody could really answer, but do your best.
I think that I'm spirit that reincarnate in this body to learn how to love myself. First of all, according to a very, very, very difficult childhood and many, many, many hard stories. If I'm here in my age, 56, and I'm still here, and I didn't live because something is holding me here in this planet to know what is real love through my path. If you ask who am I, so I really wanted, all I want to know in my lifetime is to know, to give me a recognition, me to me, that I deserve to be loved by me, first of all, and by God.
Yes.
That's what's interesting now. And even if I don't sing, if I don't sing, I ask God, do you still love me?
Yes.
And He says to me, I love you in any condition, unconditionally love. And I hear you singing even if you don't make it through your voice.
Yes, yes.
And what does it mean that I'm singing now in a quantum way?
Yes.
That I hear myself sing without any voice outside.
Yes.
And I'm flying all over the planet in many, many places, and I hear myself singing. So it's without voice. And I feel that I don't know in which dimension it is, but to me this silent, singing through the silence, is something very, very new to me now.
You know, I interviewed a great spiritual teacher and singer named Jean White Eagle.
Mhm.
And she says that everything is a song, everything is vibration. That curtain behind you is a song.
Mhm.
Because it's the color, all of it is vibrating a certain vibration. It's a song. How we walk through life, who we are and how we walk through life is a song. It's a vibration. So I really connect with what you just said right now. So how do we walk, and do we allow, she talks about, she's half American Indian. And she talks about being the hollow bone. The hollow bone means there's nothing blocking it. And it works like a whistle. If you blow through the hollow bone, it makes a pure sound. It's a whistle. There's nothing. Okay.
No.
I don't know how to say whistle.
Shrika.
Shrika. Bleep cock. Okay? The Native Americans have this idea of being a hollow bone. In other words, to let God's music.
מה זה hollow bone?
Hollow means rake.
ריק.
Please stima.
כן.
Okay?
כן.
So that when you blow in it, it makes a whistling sound.
אוקיי, כשנושפים לתוך זה, אז יש את
Yes,
השריקה.
exactly.
כן.
But because of our fears and our ego, we're not a hollow bone. We're a bone with a stima, with a blockage.
אוקיי.
And so we don't bring through the music of God because we're afraid, or we're insecure, or we have ego, too much ego. And so the ideal of the Native Americans is to be the hollow bone, which means just to not to be stuffed up or blocked up with any of these things, fear, worry, ego, and to just let God's inspiration, God's music, God's vibration, which is you, your true self, to come through you, to be the true song that you are. And so it connects with me, what you just said. It sounds like this Native American ideal, to be the hollow bone. Do you get it?
Yeah.
Okay. So, anyway, you've had an amazing life. I know a little bit about your life. Did you always have this amazing singing ability? And when did you start singing in this spontaneous, the way you do? How did that all happen for you, Judy?
Okay. I discovered this language in 1994. I had a tumor in my thyroid.
Yes.
And I had to be put on surgery to put it out. And when I came home, I heard a sound of an accident outside our house, and the meow of a cat.
Ooh.
And we went out and saw that our cat, it was a little kitten.
Yes.
His name was Nessie. Nessie, the name is in Hebrew, my miracle.
Okay.
When he came to my life, I didn't know that this name would be so meaningful to me. So Nessie was wounded in an accident the day I came from hospital, and he lost his ability to walk.
Oh wow.
He was paralyzed in his half body.
Wow.
And I took him to the vet, and he said that there's nothing to do, and we have to put him down in the evening. So it was a quantum capsule of time that there was no past, no future, only this here and now. That I thought to myself, I want to save this cat, and I forgot the order that the doctors told me that I should not put effort on my voice.
Yes.
Because of the surgery. So I phoned to the vet and I told him, I'm doing something in healing. I want to do something with my cat. Please, let's make all this process tomorrow, okay? He said, okay, okay.
You mean to wait a day before you put
Yeah.
him down?
Yeah, so it was time I sent my husband and my kids to the play yard, and I closed all the curtains in the living room. I looked at him. He was staring in his eyes to me. All the body couldn't walk, and I had a huge crystal-like generator. I was holding it in my hands, and I felt suddenly that I don't want to lose this cat. And spontaneously I started to sing with this crystal in my mouth, and I put it on all his body. And I'm starting to sing a free singing of language that I didn't know what it is. I thought it was gibberish in the beginning because I was learning acting, and I know this ability of the mind to make this language. But I said, okay, I don't give a damn. I keep singing, and something was very, very, very felt to me that I'm doing the right things for this cat, because while I was singing and making the voice, I was playing with the voice, low, high, words that I didn't know what it is. He was starting to shake his body in every time that I was singing straight to him. And I looked at his eyes and I was singing. To make a long story short, this process has been 3 days. And in every day he started
for 3 days?
For 3 days, and he started to walk a little bit, and more and more and more. After 3 days, he started to walk.
And your thyroid wasn't hurting?
I'll tell you. There's a story about this.
Okay.
I took him to the vet. He made an X-ray. Say there's nothing here. I don't know what's happening. Okay, soul, cat has 9 souls. He was very, very, very. He thought he was laughing at me. It's a spontaneous cure was happening here. Okay. From this point of time, after a while, I still thought that I was singing gibberish when I was singing this, and there was a sort of miracle. And okay. So I went to sleep one night, and I'm waking up and I hear a sentence. Now it's the time to sing the song of Lemuria in public.
Whoa.
Because I was singing Israeli songs in all, just something that I couldn't make my spontaneous singing. I have to know the melody was. It's a beginning, middle, and the end. The words were stuck, so that's what I was doing for a living. And in all this time, I was crying to myself that I'm dying to change the melodies through the singing. It's burnt in my stomach. So I take I'm jumping from time to time, but I try to investigate what was this language that I was singing. What was it? That it didn't feel gibberish, because when you're making gibberish, still your mind is working to create vision and to translate it to sort of language. You're walking. Mentally you are walking.
Yes.
So I felt, but this was not a mental work, this singing. What was happening there? Because I was so in a feeling of divineness and nothingness. That is the important things. This nothingness I couldn't appreciate in this period, because it was so frightening to not to think. And in the other end, you feel that God is in you. No words. And I felt, to tell you the truth, I thought that I a little bizarre. What is happening? It was a secret. My husband didn't know that I sing this language. My kids, they were young, and I was shamed. I was shamed to sing this language. Maybe people think that I'm crazy.
Yes.
After a while, I tried. I exposed this singing to my friends.
Yes.
And people that came to me, that they hear that I sing a special singing, they want me to make healing. And according to the reaction of the people, and more I understood that something here I'm making the real living of any of a special language that people knows.
It seems like I know it. As soon as you started singing today, even before we started recording, tears came to my eyes. And yes, I understand that people feel like they know it. It's something deep, 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 ancient inside. For me, I feel it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And when I think, Leah, what is for me the important moment for us as human beings? The few moments before we leave the planet.
Oh, those are key moments. You betcha.
These moments.
You mean before we die?
Before we die.
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay. 3 minutes, 4 minutes, whatever. For me, I count it as 4 minutes. Those moments are so critical to put a sign of victory to our lifetime.
Yes. Yes.
And to say, okay, I release, I fly, I'm in full emptiness, full nothingness, and everything is fine, and it's okay. And to this point of view, to let go.
Yes.
And to let God.
But how does that connect with
the Lemurian?
Yes.
Because if people can't connect to these 4 minutes and they're starting to fear, if they sing Lemurian in those moments, these are the most important gift that one soul can give to herself, this singing.
Or even just to sing the song of their soul.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't say Lemurian especially.
Yes.
And that's what I told you in the beginning of this
Yes.
interview. It could be Lemurian,
Yes.
but it could be more that I can't explain to someone who sing to me what you sing. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter, because you feel that your soul is vibrating through special codes of notes. It's yours. It is a connection between you and God, and use it.
You bet.
Use it. It's yours. It's yours. And what I said about these 4 minutes that are critical, because every day I die and I'm waking up to life every day, every
Right.
moment, I don't know. And in every moment when I feel that I am afraid of something, my mind is going, I'm bothering, what will be, I live in the future, I start singing to myself. Even if I don't making noises, voices, and I hear everything is alright, don't worry.
Well, being afraid is like dying.
It's
a death to our true self.
Definitely.
And that's, one reason to start singing from your soul, because so that we'll be ready for when the time comes. When we're sick and about to pass on, to be able to sing our soul song.
Mm-hmm.
But most people never practice connecting with their soul song, and so I suppose when they're close to death, they don't know what to do.
Mm-hmm.
So that's a reason to find your soul song. Of course, you and I being from the Jewish tradition,
Mm-hmm.
In our tradition, they teach that if a person knows they're going to die, feels close to death, that they say a very, very sacred phrase: "Hear, O Israel, the Lord is our God, the Lord is one. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad." To say it before we die. That's what we're taught. It's also a very powerful phrase.
But I think that this subject of death, for me, it's very important, because when you're not afraid of death, of your daily deaths, all right?
Yes.
When you're not afraid about it, you said, all right, everything is okay. I'm getting up in the morning. God is with me, so I can allow myself to learn this knowledge of releasing, not when I will die in whatever will be,
Not
but
to
this
wait.
everyday practicing
It's great.
is give me the power to live, not to die, to
You
live.
bet. Absolutely.
I live joyfully.
Yes.
Joyfully.
If you work with singing what's in your soul,
Mm-hmm.
then it's the greatest key to living joyfully. I think so.
Definitely.
Okay.
You want me to sing?
Yes, I want you to sing another song.
Mm-hmm. My angel. מלאך שלי, ילד תמים ביקשת להיות, ביקשת לך חיים שמחים להיבנות ממעמקים, לחבר חלקים נטושים בקשת צבעים, זורמות המילים, זיכרונות עתיקים נבראים מחדש, חסדים מוקסמים בקלילות הנרקמים. אל תחפשי רחוק, אומר לי וצוחק לי מבפנים, ילדה שלי, ילדה שלי, nada במקום como você, uma pouco mais silai, eu era nantatei, se imparare que não ama, sunaria terra te pai. Netra que aqui sonava e na mama.
Beautiful.
ורק דורון
Yes.
יודע מה קרה פה עכשיו.
That was beautiful.
This was sung for my CD.
From what?
From my
From your
CD.
CD.
And
Yes.
I cut the words in the middle,
Yes.
and I started to get this Lemurian language.
Yes, I noticed that. Yes.
And I couldn't continue the Hebrew story
Yes.
of this thing, and I here and now got whatever come through my,
Okay.
and it was really, really perfect.
I have the CD, Judy.
That's
and I
to
know-
change the song.
I know the CD, and I knew what was happening.
Mhm.
I knew that it was different. Judy, okay, why is it important to sing your soul song before you die? What is the importance of that?
Because in those moments before we really leave, I believe that we are surrounded by many, many, many angels,
Yes.
and that want to make this path easy. And they're willing to serve us.
Yes.
Just take our love, and if we don't see this opportunity
Yes.
to learn this beautiful lesson, even once in our life, if we didn't understood God all our life and we didn't make this choice of trusting. So in these moments are so sacred that those angels are willing to take us and to teach us how to make short learning. They give us the opportunity.
Yes.
And the vibrations near to death is very, very. The scarf is so. How do you say shakuf?
Clear.
The scarf is so clear that you can see through it. So, if we prepare ourselves all life to this moment of orgasm, I believe.
Yes, I believe.
Then we can enjoy something that is very important. This gap between life and death. These moments are very. It's supposed to be something very, very special.
Yes.
So we can take this essence of divine moments and create our days and our moments every day. And I think
like what you said.
Through my little experience, that through this singing you create this mode of releasing that God is with you, because there is no words in those moments.
Yes.
Nothing. Your mind can't control those moments, and this is a special gate.
I believe it is. Okay. So anyway, you healed your cat. For 3 days you sang to your cat with the thyroid and they told you not to sing. And for 3 days you were singing to your cat this strange, amazing, beautiful language. And then the word spread to your friends. Is that right? I mean, you told your friends that you knew there was a healing power in this song.
I tried to investigate it.
Yeah, and so you experimented with your friends, and they told you, and they told you that they thought it was Lemuria. Is that right?
No, the language that I've been told through talking to myself, to my guidance. What is this language? And I've been told to many places that are talking to me about Lemuria.
Yes.
So, and I was a connection between me and Smadar Bergman.
Smadar, who's a big teacher and organizer here in Israel.
And she told me, Judy, you sing Lemurian.
Yes.
So she was a very, very important image in my path, because she translated me what I'm singing by her. She knew this language.
Yes.
She knew.
Yes.
And then I started to talk to my guidance, and they explained me that I'm the keeper of the Lemurian language.
Yes.
And I was very, very. It was. I didn't know what to do with this message, because it was so. It sounded to me so arrogant to make a crown on my head to say I'm the keeper of the Lemurian language.
Well, you're one of them.
Right.
You're not the only one.
Right.
But you certainly are a keeper of the Lemurian language. It comes through. I mean, it sounds very Polynesian. I know. I've heard a little bit of Polynesian, and it sounds very, very Polynesian.
Polynesian, Hawaiian.
Hawaiian, yes.
Yeah. And Maori, the Maori.
Well, they're all Polynesian. The Hawaiians and the Maori and all those islands, the Philippines, some of them, all of them. So, okay.
It reminded me when I saw the movie Riding on a Whale.
Oh, Whale Rider. What
and the girl there that she was singing, she was using her hands like language. Yes. And I was staring to her, and I holding my husband and said, look how she sings like me. So all this, this movement that this is, you can't not to move your body and your hands when you sing. You can't, because this is the music.
You can, for me, in the Polynesian singing and your singing, the Lemurian singing, I could sort of feel the waves of the Pacific Ocean. I feel this gentle, of course it's got different shades, and there's the gentle and there's the powerful, very often I could almost feel the Pacific.
Yeah.
You know, the Pacific Ocean in the way the words follow each other and the sound of it. It's something very South Pacific that I know. Somehow I know, because I guess I remember. Cryon says, of course, that many of the old souls, we were Lemurian. And, well, you obviously were. So what does it mean for you today? What does it mean for you today and for the larger people? What does it mean today that you are a Lemurian? How did you call it? A Lemurian?
The keeper of the Lemurian language.
Okay, a keeper. What does that mean for you?
Nowadays, I feel, according to the awakeness of many people to the Lemurian knowledge here in Israel, especially.
Thanks to Cryon very much.
So I feel that.
Not only Cryon, yes.
Okay, I feel that a few years ago, because all the Lemurian subject was not popular in Israel, but today I feel that I can relax.
Yes.
Other people are making an enormous job about awakening to the Lemurian legacy.
Yes, our friend Ayelet Segal.
What can I do?
Yes.
I just think.
Yes.
I don't have to bother what will be and to take all the
you
problems
don't.
of other people
Why
on my
should
shoulder.
you? That's right.
I just give you my present. Take it. Let's celebrate.
Yes,
And
absolutely.
this is my unique contribution to the Lemurian legacy today.
You fay.
That's all.
To be the hollow bone. Yes. Okay, and Judy, do you see the Lemurians? Have you seen them in your dreams? Can you hear them? Do you see them? Have you seen a Dharma? I wish I could do these things, but not yet. Can you do these things?
I don't see anything.
Okay.
Anything. I just... It's a mystery, my connection to the Lemurian. It's a sort of mystery because I feel that they are in my house. They're very funny.
Yes.
They love me very, very much.
No doubt about it.
And they keep my husband and me in togetherness, in harmony, and all the animals at home. Something in their presence, I know they are there, but I don't see them. I feel them.
Okay. Have you been to Mount Shasta?
No.
Okay. Do you want to go?
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know. I'll tell you why.
Why?
Because I'm not I have a physical problem that I'm challenged about walking, and I'm very, very, very afraid of suffering in the physical side along flights and all this. It's for me. It's very, very difficult to me. I can't even here in Israel. For me to drive, it must be very, very, very specific to a certain place that I go, that I sing, that you know. So for me, a big journey now, I don't see it happening now, but you can never know. You can never know.
Yes.
And my connection to my brother and sister in Mount Shasta, I'm here in a very quantum way. I just think and I'm there. I jump.
Yes.
You know,
yes.
I'm flying. I'm moving through the quantum move. So I don't think that I have to fly to be there.
No, you don't. Certainly not. I also feel connected to them and to the people there. I once did a long telephone healing with Aurelia Louise Jones, who wrote the Telos books. And I feel connected with them all. Also, and the books were very important for me.
You know that Aurelia?
What?
Aurelia?
Yes.
Supported my way, and she wrote me, thank you, Judy Kella, for bringing the language of the Lemurian I don't remember what it's in my web, which her letter, but once she recognized this language.
Yes.
For me, I was not sure. I didn't know. Maybe I'm imagining whatever.
She recognized it.
And I said, maybe, all the time this doubt about my singing made me to feel sick. Because I didn't know, Judy, it's real what you're doing? And when she wrote the book and she said, yes, I recognize you. It okay, but still to give my, to give the recognition to other people that they say, yes, Judy, you're all right, you're a Murian singer or whatever. Nowadays, I feel this is a big step of cure that I'm going through, that I don't need that anybody will identify as something.
Yes, okay.
I don't need it anymore.
Okay.
No, I'm here. Take it. You don't? Okay.
What you said about self-love a little while ago. Of course, Cryon says that self-esteem is the big Achilles heel of light workers.
Mm-hmm. What did you say?
Achilles heel.
What is it?
Doron, how do you say Achilles heel in Hebrew?
What is it?
It's
killing to kill?
No. In Greek mythology, there was a great hero named Achilles.
Achilles?
Achilles.
גיבור מיתולוגי.
Yes, a mythological hero. The Trojan War and all those things. And his mother dipped him in a river to make him invulnerable to injury. But she held his heel, his ekeb. She held his ekeb, and so that part didn't get in the water.
Akeb Achilles.
Yes, that's it.
Okay.
Akeb Achilles.
Okay.
Okay, so according to Cryon, the Achilles heel of the light workers is self-esteem.
Mm-hmm.
He says that we've been, over many lifetimes, we've been forced to keep a low profile, okay? Mm-hmm. Not to stick out, to shut up, and if we dared speak up, then trouble came. So what you say about your self-love issues, it's a lot of people will have that. I could identify with self-love being a huge issue for me in this lifetime as well. And I know it's for many, many light workers, like Cryon says. So, okay.
You want more to sing?
Yes, another song.
Yeah. Rayama Karawe. Vendrani and a man love. Hey, abae. Nena, nandare manoi pai. Enanandra nanya ini manda boy mama mera mania kupanganan la boy ima yena nanne Pagi namang yang makita na tapagi na baye baye bahaye ya 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 na me man na 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 man ya mama ina marubaye puse ya me
Whoa, whoa. You know, first of all, that was beautiful.
It's two new songs that I don't know nothing about. You just have to. It's good that Daron is recording.
It is good, you bet. You know, Judy, right there at the end, it sounded like the sacred four-letter name of God, the Hebrew, the sacred name of God. It sounded like Yehovah.
That's what I felt.
And, you know, speaking of Aurelia Louise Jones, she said in her second book, she said that there was a big connection between the Jews and the Polynesians and the Lemurians. She said that a long time ago, also those people who are called Hebrews or Jews also came from Lemuria. I don't know how that could be, but she said it. And the amazing thing is, we have words in common. We have words like, I know, for instance, that the Hawaiian word for priest is kahuna, okay, and it's also their faith, the kahuna faith. It's the way of life. The Hebrew word for priest is kohen or kahana, or the same word. The same word. We're 11,000 miles away, but that's not the only word. We had in my home some years ago. We had an old woman, Hawaiian kahuna, come and lead an evening in my home, and her name was Auntie Poi Poi, okay, from Hawaii. She was a big, heavy, brilliant woman, so full of love, so full of, she came with 3 of her disciples, her young, I guess, initiates, and they did a lot of singing and dancing, and it was an incredible evening. And Auntie Poi Poi was an old woman, I don't know if she's still alive, and she was in a wheelchair some of the time, and she said that that her people were tribe of Israel, okay? Also the Keys of Enoch, a very famous book, Maftachot Hanoch, it talks about somehow that there's a connection between the tribes of Israel and many native tribes. There are Native Americans who also talk about this. So there is a connection. And so also many Native Americans, they have, their word for God is very close to Yahweh, or anyway, it's interesting. There is a connection between at least the people here and the Lemurians. Do you want to add anything about this? Do you feel?
What would you say about the
connection,
the name of God?
Or the connection between the Jews and the Polynesians?
You can see the sound signals of these two languages, the Polynesian and the Hebrew.
Yes.
The vowels, are the same. A, I, U, A. It sounds the same.
Our word for love is ahava.
Yeah.
Their word for love in Hawaiian is aloha.
Yeah.
It sounds new.
Yeah.
I mean, it's
you see that the signal codes of the two languages are really familiar.
Yes,
it's
what
like
feel.
Two soulmates.
This is what I hear.
Sort of.
I hear this, and it's very interesting how.
If you put two people that, like one Polynesian and one in Hebrew, and they'll talk to each other.
Yes.
Blah 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 blah.
Yes.
When you sit a few meters from them, you think that they are talking the same language.
Yes.
The same language.
There's something very interesting here, in my opinion. Not only my opinion, but also Aurelia's opinion. She wrote about it. Okay. I wanted to comment about that. You had a meeting with a very famous man named Dr. Todd. Dr. How do you say his last name?
Todd Avokaitis.
Avokaitis.
Yeah.
Who is Dr. Todd Avokaitis? What does he do? As far as you understand.
Todd Avokaitis is working in research for many years about the DNA and all the influence of Lemurian knowledge with all kinds of methods about codes, 24 codes, sound codes that influence our reality. He brought this present to our planet, and he's a big Lemurian research.
Scientist. I mean, he has inventions that are patented, that have amazing effects on molecular structure, cellular structure. Cryon is and the man who channels Cryon, Lee Carroll, they are very, very connected to Dr. Todd and his work. And Cryon will speak about it very often. And you had a discussion. You had a small discussion with Dr. Todd. And what did he tell you about the effect of sound on molecules, on the cellular level, on the molecular level? What did he tell you? I know you're not a scientist, but the best way you could describe what he said to you.
What I'm talking to you, it's not according to the discussion between me and Todd. We were just singing when he was with the Cryon family in 2005.
When they came to Israel?
Yeah, in 2005.
Okay.
So I had the opportunity to explore my singing to him.
Yes,
it was very cute. He exposed me to the audience, and it was very, very moved moments when I make my performance there. But today, if I see, we are two light worker from Lemuria. He's doing his job with sounds is very different from what I'm doing.
Yes.
He is talking about the straight influence of singing special codes to the material, to any object on 3 dimension, and through his codes that he got in channeling, his working is very structured. Okay.
Yes, as I understand it, he talks about, and he's proven the effect of certain codes or sound codes on DNA, on molecules and cells, and it's very interesting stuff. Okay, so you had that's beautiful that you were able to meet him.
Look, I have the opportunity, the ability to sing to object, whatever, and to try to influence on it. I feel that this is a manipulation.
Yes.
With my singing.
Yes.
I hate it. I don't want to.
Well, what kind of?
I am a little bit frustrated about maybe I don't know what to do with this gift. If I can use it to create my reality, I feel that I'm afraid a little bit to use this power, because I got it as a present, and for example, I want that my life would be more abundant. Abundant.
Yes.
All right. I want more. So, according to the knowledge that are hidden in sound, if you sing to your vision, if you sing to it, you can create it.
Oh, but you should sing to your vision.
All right. So
absolutely.
All right. Nowadays, after I cleaned many garbage of shame and guilt in my life, I feel that I deserve to get all this lovely present, and if I want something that will be happening in my life according to my to my mission. I can dream it. I can sing it.
You should. Indeed.
I can create it.
I think you must. I think that's your responsibility. As a creator, we are all creators. If you've been given this gift, and your music is, I can feel it's deeply healing. It's doing many, many things at many levels, and you need to bring it about where your music will reach people. It's absolutely very important. I believe this for quite a few years, and I know it to be so. So I hope you do it. I hope you don't be shy.
The Course in Miracle says
Yes.
a very, very important sense, and it goes like that. Don't be shy, because if you're shy,
Yes.
you blame me.
You what?
איך אומרים את זה? אני אגיד לך, don't be shy.
If you hold
אבל אני
back,
אגיד לך,
you
תפסיקו
hold
להיות ביישנים, כאילו שאתם מתביישים,
Yes.
אל תצטנעו לי, כן? שאתם פתאום מתביישים להשתמש בכוח שלי.
כן.
אתה מבין?
כן, don't be ashamed of
אני לא יודעת
using
איך לתרגם את זה.
God's power.
What?
Don't be ashamed of using God's power. God
Yeah.
gave you this gift,
That's
this
it.
power, for it to be used. And if you don't do it, then you're not doing your job.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. So that's what I decided. I'm not gonna shy.
Good. You must not be. You must
That's
not
me.
be.
Take it. You will enjoy. Take it.
Okay? Absolutely.
Um,
And your music, people say, people say that your music is familiar to them.
yeah.
What do they say to you? What do people say to you when they hear this type of singing and they've never heard it before?
That I wanted I sing only in this language. If you
Yes.
start to sing something in Hebrew, no. Sing only in this language.
Yes.
And sometimes I like to sing in
Of
Hebrew.
course.
But the immediate connection to this something that makes them, I don't know what it is, but especially with my animals, they are my special guides. Because when I sing to them, you see that they're happy. You
Yes.
see the tail of the dog
Yes,
is going in.
absolutely.
She's
You know when an animal is happy, that's for sure. I have a feeling that if people all over the world, if you were a traveler and you sang to people all over the world, they would find your music very familiar.
yeah.
They would recognize your music. I'm sure our audience is feeling something like that right now. Anyway, it's a real blessing. I feel like every song is a treasure. So how about another treasure?
Okay, so I think let's close this amazing evening with the song Ana Kamehameha.
Okay, what does it mean?
Ana Kamehameha. When I got this song, my husband was very, very sick, and I devoted this song to him.
Okay.
And I saw a vision. No, I didn't see any vision. I got this song, and after that, everything is all right. He cured, and I don't know, because of the song or whatever. But during this, I was sitting on the grass, and I got this melody, and the words came. And then I was singing it, and my son, he was a teenager, he said, "Mom, what is this song?" He asked me, and what I saw, the only vision that I saw, but when the melody came to me, it's people on horses that are going with dust on the body, and they're going with the head like this, and they're going home. That's what I saw.
Ooh.
That's the only vision. And the Ali, my son, when he was teenage, he was going to down the stairs to the living room, and he was listening to when I was playing the guitar to my husband, and he said, "Mom, what is this song? It sounds something, I see horses or whatever."
Oh, wow.
Yeah. He was the one that he was making the video clip in the YouTube,
Yes.
and I gave him free spirit to do whatever we want. He took the images all the pictures about horses and Indians and whatever. This is the inspiration that my music gave him in the Indian side of the Lemurian.
Very interesting.
So I want to...
Of course, the Polynesians got to America. A lot of the Native Americans are of Lemurian descent.
Yeah.
It's known.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway.
L'ora soma, adeo ma per qua io me la per qua mi se io vai perché qua non mi scessi che ti vai là scegli mai ne amai me vengo io come va come amami Senandai nuenga meo Tire nana ya ke ma pape bue sinetai mewe ma bue su sei ma pe pare dia senen pare dia vai Capenio de namasino dai eu andar aqui na Nazareia eu hai eu no ai mas a me para dia pelo Papi Yesu, te quiero amar. Sikiapa, weang, Taraki Sinika, Hamdoraki Bahi. Ma pe pare peste ne pediendi a bai. Tuna mantrati para pepeka dai. Musikuna maku. Mawaki ya. Tiri, anawaki sita. Mika papueka dai. Iye. Sinyama. Yema. Yema. Mama be
איזה יופי. That was amazing.
אפילו הופתעתי מעצמי.
What?
הופתעתי מעצמי, אני
וואו,
אומרת.
וואו, וואו.
הייתי פשוט לא פה, אליהו. ממש לא
וואו,
פה.
וואו, וואו.
ממש לא פה.
אוקיי, ג'ודי.
או לחללית.